Leading Britain's conversation, Cross Question, with Ian Dale.
Hello, a warm welcome to Wednesday's Cross Question. I'm Ian Dale.
Well, what I wanted to know, what's your panel's position on this, given that it could give a lot of jobs, but climate change says it could kill a lot of people.
So it's been reported that the Prime Minister and Chancellor are set to approve drilling for oil in the large Rosebank site in the North Sea, despite concerns raised by the Environment Secretary, Ed Miliband. Doesn't seem to be a very good few weeks for the Environment Secretary. Rupert, let's come to you first. This is your area.
Yeah, well, let's start off by being very clear on what's happened here. So Labour went into the last election saying there would be no new licences for oil and gas. And these licences have now been knocked back by the courts. So Labour, according to their manifesto, are absolutely committed to not going ahead now in Rosebank. But the signs are not looking good.
Well, isn't that being a bit semantic?
I don't think so.
Because
I think it's very, very clear.
It wouldn't be a new licence,
No,
would it?
It would be a new licence because there is no licence now for Rosebank. The court has knocked it out and said, nope, that goes right back. It's back to the government. So there's really no way around this for Labour. If they want to stand by their manifesto commitments, they have to say no to Rosebank. It looks very likely that they're going to say yes to Rosebank. If that happens, it will be an enormous betrayal. Ed Miliband, who I know and respect, should resign if that happens. And really, this is a desperately worrying sign amidst a whole lot, as you say, Ian, of how far this government has retreated from what it seemed to be promising on the environment and on climate at the time of the last election. It's desperately worrying at a time when what we need is we see the world's climate, frankly, starting to spin out of control. If you look at what's happened recently in LA, if you look at the epidemic of flooding around the world last year, we desperately need for there to be some kind of leadership now on this, and it looks like Labour are not going to offer any.
But do you not accept, though, there's still going to be a need for gas and oil even in 2050? I mean, a much smaller proportion of our energy needs. But if we still need to have oil and gas, surely it's better to drill our own.
Well, firstly, that's actually not clear. If you are going to have any new oil and gas, then you want to take it from the places where it is the easiest to get at. And that is no longer the case in the North Sea oil fields. These are dying oil fields. This is a dying industry. The caller mentioned jobs. There is far more scope for jobs in renewable energy, in retrofitting houses, in the things that we desperately need to do, which governments have criminally neglected for so long. So the jobs argument is a red herring. The energy argument in this island nation with so much solar and wind and so forth is a red herring.